So today we're going to crack open one of the oldest rules in the book, but we're not going to treat it like some dusty old rule. We're going to treat it like what it might actually be, a seriously powerful life hack that's designed to completely rewire your future for success. You've definitely heard of this before, but probably not like this.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. I want you to imagine for a second that your life is just this massive open world game, you know? You've got your quests, you level up, you gain new skills, but what if I told you there's a hidden stat, something kind of like luck or maybe stamina that's secretly influencing everything else you do?
Well, here's the core mechanic of the game. The game's code has this one, very strange, very powerful rule. It turns out your overall success is deeply, deeply tied to how you interact with the two non-player characters who brought you into the game. You know exactly who I'm talking about. And look, this isn't some new idea. It's the ancient principle behind the Fifth Commandment. Now, I get it. When you hear the word honor, your mind probably jumps to like medieval knights or some stuffy, old-fashioned idea of just blind obedience. But we have to redefine that, because what it originally meant is way more interesting and honestly way more practical for your life today.
See, the key is in the original language. The word for honor doesn't mean to obey, and it definitely doesn't mean to be a doormat. It literally means to give weight, to treat someone as if they are heavy, significant, substantial.
And you know, sometimes the easiest way to get a concept is to look at its opposite. So to make light of someone, well, that's to blow them off. It's ignoring them. It's scrolling through your phone while they're trying to talk to you. It's treating them as if they're insignificant. And that contrast right there, that's everything.
To really grasp why this concept has so much, well, weight, we have to rewind the clock. We've got to go back. Because thousands of years ago, this wasn't just some nice idea about family dynamics. It was a core survival skill.
The shift over time is pretty fascinating. Back then, honoring your parents was totally non-negotiable. The whole community's survival depended on it. Today, those immediate life or death reasons are mostly gone. But the underlying principle for your own personal success, it's arguably just as strong. Just think about it for a second. There were no nursing homes, no 401ks, no retirement plans. When your parents got too old to work the fields or defend the village, you, their children, became their safety net. Honoring them meant literally keeping them alive. If just one generation decided to make light of their elders, the whole social structure would just crumble. And on top of that, parents were the original Google. Seriously. They were the walking, talking database for everything you needed to know to stay alive. Hey, which berries will cure you? How do you build a roof that doesn't leak? To ignore their wisdom wasn't just disrespectful, it was a catastrophically bad strategic move. Okay, so let's fast forward to right now. You're probably not harvesting grain for your parents, and you have a GPS in your pocket. So how in the world does this ancient survival code of giving weight apply in an age of constant distraction and, well, TikTok? Well, I think it boils down to a few really simple modern rules. First, a simple but pretty radical policy about your phone. Second, a rule against just disappearing on them. And third, a boundary around how you talk about them when they're not in the room. The phone down policy. This is all about attention. I mean, let's be real, attention is the rarest, most valuable currency we have today. So when your parent is talking to you and you physically put your phone down, look them in the eye, and actually listen, you are making them heavy. You're signaling that they matter more than the infinite scroll. Next, you've got the no ghosting rule. Look at it this way. Your parents invested more time, money, and energy into you than any venture capitalist ever will. Giving them an update, returning a call, just letting them know what's going on in your life, that's basically the investor report. It's a sign of respect for their massive, massive investment in you. So why does any of this actually matter for you? I mean, what's in it for you? This is where the life hack part really kicks in. This commandment is the only one that comes with a built-in promise of a reward. And when you really look at it logically, you can see how practicing this one skill, the skill of giving weight, sets you up for a much better life. First up, let's look at your professional life, your career. Your family is the very first place you learn how to navigate authority and deal with different opinions. And believe me, that's a skill you will use every single day at work. I mean, think about it. If you can learn to respect your parents and give weight to their perspective, even when you 100% think they're wrong, you are training yourself for the workplace. You develop this invaluable skill of respecting a person and their position, even when you don't agree with their decision. That is a career superpower. All right, next, let's talk about your personal relationships. The skills you're building at home, they don't just stay there. They become the foundation for your friendships, your romantic partnerships, you name it.
Learning to give weight to your parents is basically relationship boot camp. You're practicing the art of listening, of prioritizing someone else's feelings and needs above your own, even just for a moment. And that skill, that is the absolute bedrock of any healthy, lasting relationship you will ever have.
And finally, we have the long game, the one that circles all the way back around to you.
Think of it this way. Your actions are programming. The way you treat your parents today is literally the code your own future kids are going to read and then execute. You are setting the precedent for the kind of honor and respect that you hope to receive one day down the line.
So it really all comes down to this ancient rule. It isn't about blind obedience at all. It's a call to become a person of substance, someone who knows how to give weight and value to other people. And in doing so, you become a heavyweight human yourself. So the question is, are you ready to start training?